Welcome to this edition of Inside SAU Athletics. I'm Callie Thomas.
And I'm Cerbin. On this week's episode, we're featuring the SAU E-Sports team. This season, the SAU E-Sports team showed solid consistency across multiple titles, finishing with 17 total wins in Rocket League, Super Smash Bros., and Overwatch. The Rocket League team won 6 games in the regular season, good enough for the number 3 seed in the Heart Conference Championships. Unfortunately, the real test was waiting for the Bees in the postseason. They ran into tough matchups early, dropping games to the Central Methodist and Missouri Valley. Columbia College would eventually go on to win the championships. Despite the early postseason exit, the Bees put on a thrilling performance, proving the team will be a force to be reckoned with in years to come, with 4 seniors leading the way. The group led out the foundation for where the program is heading next. Joining us now is junior Jacob Stevens of SAU E-Sports. Thank you for being here, Jacob.
You're welcome. Happy to be here, Emmy.
What game do you predominantly play?
I play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which came out in 2018, and I've been playing it since release.
How's your season going so far?
Season has gone pretty good. One of the crews we're part of is called NECC, and that's the National Esports Collegiate Crew, or competition. And our season is coming to an end, and I believe we made nationals. So pretty excited about that.
Do you have any aspirations to go pro in your game?
I don't have any aspirations to go pro. This game is just something I have a lot of fun with, and esports is just something I do for fun.
What was a moment where you were under pressure and how'd you overcome it?
That's a good question. Recently, we had a competition at the TBK Center over in Bettendorf called Honey Pot, and this was a really big tournament, and we had a collegiate crew competition, and we had to fight Illinois Wesleyan on stream, and this is a team that we had never beat before, and so with a bunch of players that I hadn't ever beat before either, and so this was fairly stressful, especially being on stream, and so I had to keep myself calm to try and do as best as I could.
Thank you for being here, Jacob, and good luck next season.
Thank you.
We'll have more from esports coming up next. We'll be right back.
Tune in to KALA and hear something different. Programming that celebrates the diversity of our listeners. We're advocates for the arts, showcasing your favorite music from around the world. We're storytellers, producing award-winning news and educational podcasts. We're dedicated sports fans, bringing you the latest fighting bee action from St. Ambrose University. We're a learning lab, mentoring the next generation of broadcasters and content creators. A part of your community for 5 decades. We're KALA Radio, 88.5 FM and 106.1 FM. Turn it on and turn it up. Ready to studio in 3, 2.
Welcome to this edition of SAU Weekly, your source for the latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University.
We begin with breaking news after a vehicle crashed into a non-residential campus building overnight.
We should always have places to promote inclusivity on and off campus.
You guys got the opportunity to scrimmage against 3 Division I basketball teams. How did your team benefit from that later on in the season?
Well, I think it's just a great experience for our players.
Being able to run and be around the people that I enjoy gives me a reason to be passionate about running.
Welcome to Stingers, discussions with SAU Bees over everyone's favorite drinks.
What happens to you though, seriously, if you drink the whole cup?
You get all your papers done. And
yeah, right.
Welcome back. Joining us now is senior Joe Pyle. Thanks for being here, Joe.
Thank you for having me.
What have you found to be your biggest strengths?
I think my biggest strengths, especially in esports, has been my ability to pull the talent out of other players, right? I've been at the upper level of my game for about 3 years now, and the real challenge I've had with our team is trying to bring everyone else up to me so we can have the best team dynamic possible. So really, I've had about 3 years worth of just coaching and trying to bring out the talent in other players and make them better.
Were there any specific performances that stuck out to you?
I think the best performance we had this year was against Co-College. I can't remember which day it was specifically, but it was a Wednesday match in our tournament called Meadows Valley E-Sports Conference, MVEC. They were the first seed, unanimously voted, and they had about I think, a 400 SR difference on us, which is almost a full rank, and we ended up beating them 3-1, which was amazing.
What did you do in the past to prepare for upcoming seasons?
In the past, I wouldn't want to do a scaling. What I do is a scaling, right? So I want to build up slowly in the season, kind of get the players to play with each other, get to know each other. And then I would slowly ramp up the difficulty as we kind of get, united as a team. We have strategies and everything. And I would call it stress testing. Yeah. So I'd ramp up the difficulty where we'd be like struggling and it's hard and we try to break the system that we've established. And then that's when we created a very strong team and a very strong system that would allow us to succeed throughout every year.
Well, thanks again for being here, Joe, and good luck next season.
Thank you.
Visit Ragged Records, one of the largest record stores in the Midwest. Browse more than 30,000 new and used records, from timeless classics to new releases, and rare finds in every aisle. New to collecting vinyl? Check out our large selection of stereo equipment to spruce up your listening experience. Find your groove at Ragged Records, located along Motor Row in Davenport, and in Rock Island next to Roz Talks.
Capture a piece of the past with Trash Can Annie, where vintage meets vibrant in every stitch. Browse our carefully curated collection of clothing and accessories, ranging from the late 1800s to current styles. Dress to impress with Laura's unique style and wardrobe consultations. Find a style and make it yours with Trash Can Annie, your destination for timeless fashion.
Whether you're a competitive runner, looking to stay fit, or just looking for comfort and support, Running Wild has you covered. Locally owned for more than 3 decades, Running Wild is the Quad City's trusted source for athletic wear and accessories. No matter your experience level, we'll help you find the right fit with all the top brands for running and walking and the latest in running apparel. Open 7 days a week, just up Brady Street. Don't walk, run to Running Wild, your run specialty store.
Joining us now is SAU E-Sports Director Keith Hamaker. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
This was your second season as the director of the program. How have you seen the teams improve over that time?
The hard work these teams have put in over the season has been, nothing short of exceptional. We had our losses last year, I should say, and we've always bounced back. And I think we've seen a lot of growth. We've had pretty good freshman class come in too to help out. So it's been a great season.
You've had to say goodbye to some pretty reliable seniors this year. How have they been able to act as leaders this season?
This year and last year especially, the seniors and juniors that were in the program, I was kind of thrown into a role that I was familiar with, but not by any means perfect at yet. So relying on them and kind of having them, this is kind of how we've been doing things if you want to do it that way, and getting their advice and listening to their feedback, because at the end of the day, it's their program. I'm just kind of captain of the ship, but they're the crew at the end of the day. So I want them to run it, and all their suggestions and all their leadership and all the things they do when I'm not there has been great. The senior class is, I think, the biggest we've ever graduated, so lots of shoes to fill. This was the class when I started as an assistant 4 years ago. They were all freshmen, so these are all faces I've kind of seen grow over the 4 years. So it's gonna be sad to see them go, but we're gonna fill the shoes, fill the roles, and we're gonna get right back to it next year.
What are you all focused on between now and next season?
So right now, as Jacob was saying, we have nationals qualifying teams for I think 4 or 5 of our games. We're still working out point totals and all that good stuff, but. So nationals is obviously our focus now, and then summer, I like to give everyone a break. We don't do as rigorous of a practice schedule as we do in the regular season, but staying on top of it, keeping up with habits, making sure we don't get rusty, and just like football or any of the other sports who have summer workouts, I always encourage scrimmages and practices and just having a good routine. But at the same time, you got to take your break and enjoying a break so you come back fresh and healthy.
Well, thank you for being here, Coach, and good luck next season.
Thank you so much.
Rocket League's success was led by Jacob Lawless, who had been named second team All-Heart Conference. Lawless ended the season with 39 goals and a 37% shooting percentage. That's all we have for you on this edition of Inside SAU Athletics.
Remember to check out the SAU TV Facebook and Instagram pages for our latest episodes, game highlights, interviews, and more. You could also find them on The Hive at sauthehive.com. Thanks for watching.